Tonight's Xfinity TV High School Football Game of the Week post-game show is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. Well, with our entire Viewpoint Production Services crew here for Xfinity in the South Hills of Pittsburgh tonight at Upper St. Clair, Chris Shovlin, Ellis Cannon, Meg Bolger will be joining us on the sidelines in just a little bit. A dismantling, if you will, for lack of a better term. West Allegheny came in here and just put it to Upper St. Clair.
They did. I mean, that's just, I'm sure Coach will say it afterwards, that was a good butt kicking, and Bob Pelko will be a little bit more humble about it, but that's exactly what it was.
Right now, let's take a look at our play of the game from the Best of the Batch Foundation, our Best of the Batch play of the game, and it was a dynamic one, and I'll tell you what, you didn't have to wait too long into the game to see this. This is Kenny White. First play from scrimmage after West Allegheny had it, 1st and 10. And with 11:41 to go in the first period of play, like I said, first play from scrimmage, he was done. 58 yards, our Best of the Batch Foundation play of the game. A dynamic run, and really, that set the tone for the whole evening.
And I really thought that was something they obviously wanted to come out with. It wasn't an accident, and a lot of great downfield blocking with black jerseys on the ground.
We saw Coach Palco smiling at halftime. I think he's smiling even broader now, Meg Bolger.
Yes, Chris, he is still smiling, Coach. Coach, not easy conditions to play in, but like we said at halftime, you guys came from start to finish, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a great week of practice, and it's easy to practice hard when you're playing a team like this, and so it comes down to execution, and I thought the coaches put a good game plan together, and the kids executed it, and we were fortunate. But I mean, that game could have easily been the other way. So we're happy, but we got to get ready to go and move on.
You told me coaches are never happy, but only giving up 7 points in 4 weeks. I mean, defensively, you got to be pretty impressed.
Yeah,
with your
I think
guys.
the kids again. You tip your hat. They have a goal, and they practice that way, and we'll just hope we can stay healthy and continue to play good football. Really.
2 teams came in tonight undefeated. You guys obviously leaving 6-0. Is this where you expected to be at the beginning of the season?
Honestly, no.
Yes.
No, not really. I mean, again, I'm not really one of them people that think about that. We'd go one at a time, and, we've been fortunate. So, again, we're not going to, pat ourselves on the back too much. We got so much to do, and, that hurt. They had some guys injured, and, that's tough when you play. This is a new conference, so it's different for us, to see how things are going. So we'll see.
All right, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Chris?
A new day, same results, though, for West Allegheny. They come in and pour it on a big-time opponent in Upper St. Clair tonight, and they did it here at Upper St. Clair's home stadium.
And I'm sure that's extra special for West Allegheny. But I tell you what, when the realignment came out and reclassification and so forth, Coach Pelko, as I recall it, wasn't all that down on that. He was like, what, things happen, you change, you adapt. And he was a guy that knew he had a program that was small relative to that standards of the WPIL, Class 5A. But he said, let's just do it. We got, and they've done it.
Well, we saw him run a 58-yard touchdown in on the first play from scrimmage, but our Pittsburgh Sports Report player of the game is the one and the same, Kenny White, number 5 in the white uniforms. Kenny White started it early, put on a show. As a matter of fact, he scored the first 2 touchdowns of the ball game, and Kenny White did it all over the field. He was on the defensive side, batting down passes. On the offensive side, scoring touchdowns. He is our Pittsburgh Sports Report player of the game. He's with Meg Bolger right now. Meg?
Thanks, Chris. Kenny, you must really enjoy this rain because from the first play of the game, you guys were pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, well, we wanted to come out with a bang on the first play, so I made something happen, and we try to make big-time plays in big-time games, and it just happened.
And what was the mindset coming into this game? 2 undefeated teams. I mean, you guys really controlled the ball offensively as well as defensively. What was something that was said during the week or even at halftime to come out with that same fire?
Well, it all started out with practice. Like on Tuesday, we had a really good day of practice, but we just tried to come out and set the tone. And Coach Palk was talking about how would we react getting punched in the mouth. And we reacted real good. So we're just coming out and trying to play and win.
Against a very tough Upper St. Clair defensive team. You guys dominated offensively, but you leave 6-0. How does that feel?
It feels good. We're not really looking at the record. We're just playing. He told us not to worry about it. He told us before coming in the game not to worry about the scoreboard because one loss doesn't make a season. So we're just having fun.
Coach will like that answer, Kenny. Guys,
All right, Meg and Kenny, congratulations to Kenny White and the West Allegheny Indians tonight. What a performance. And Kenny White really took center stage early, didn't he?
He certainly did. He got everybody's attention. He had a real nice sophomore year. Came in this season. He came in averaging, I believe, 70 yards a game, and he was moving past that early on. But what I liked about it was also the catch, the very difficult catch, going backwards in coverage. You saw it there, and he did so falling backwards, and that set up ultimately his touchdown, a play or two after that. They have weapons offensively. Not only him catching the ball, but he's got a couple of wide receivers. We looked at him tonight, of course, Lipford and also Diven, and I think that's a different component for West Allegheny right now, Chris. They still have a bunch of guys touching and running, but they certainly have a lot of ability to throw the ball as well.
And, of course, West Allegheny is a different cat, if you will. And, I saw on the screen that they described his position as RB, running back. Maybe we ought to come up with a WC, Wildcat, because, we see this with West Allegheny year in and year out.
Great team defense. They beat up USC in terms of the size. It wasn't that big of an issue, and finally they controlled the run. They ran the ball. All keys that Coach Falco pointed out to us before the game, they all came true.
Well, it was a big win tonight here for West Allegheny. 33-7, they defeat Upper St. Clair in the 5A Allegheny 9. For our entire Viewpoint Production Services crew, Meg Bulger had to put up with the elements down on the field. Ellis Cannon, Chris Shovlin, thank you so much for joining us tonight, not only here on Xfinity On Demand, but on the Pennsylvania Cable Network, PCN TV as well. West Allegheny with a big win here tonight.